And today we're going to talk to you about a colonoscopy. Hopefully this video will help someone that's a little nervous, that doesn't know what a colonoscopy is, to hopefully make you a little more comfortable with having a colonoscopy done. When you hit the age of 45, well, so that I am told, that it is time for you to have a colonoscopy. Hopefully you enjoy this video. It's not all the time when you're 45, so some people may have to get it done beforehand. Wait, when you have a colonoscopy, it is hot. They check for polyps, which can have cancer in them. When I was told I had to have a colonoscopy, I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. Oh no. Then they said I had to have it done, when I turned 45. And then I put it off, and then I put it off. And then 3 months later, I went ahead and scheduled it. So usually when you have a colonoscopy done, you have to have it done every 10 years unless they find a polyp. If they find a polyp, then you have to have it done every 5 years. But just because they found a polyp does not mean they found cancer. It just means they're going to check it for you to see if you have it. And then you'll get another one in 5 years. But once you have it done one time, you'll be all right getting it done again. I was a cheerleader for a lot of friends when they had their colonoscopy done. And all I remember helping them with is, every 15 minutes they had to drink this drink. So this time, they did say that they would help me, but I also had someone that wanted to go through the whole process with me, and that's my daughter. She did it with me.
I did.
Oh, thanks, daughter.
No problem. Just to let y'all know, I did not drink the stuff that you have to drink to blow your colon open, your clone. So I ended up doing the Jello diet that she had to do.
Thank you for doing this with me.
No problem. I am your #1 supporter.
Is this your first colonoscopy?
It's colonoscopy, and yes, this is. I will be having it in a couple days, so tomorrow is the day I have to clean my colon.
And what do you mean by that?
I've been hearing all this stuff about it. I read the paperwork. I gotta drink this stuff, so you guys get to go on a journey with me as I do this. And yeah, so I'll be going live and showing some videos tomorrow, just so you can see. Well, no, not really like that, see, but for people that haven't had it done, I think it's gonna be pretty good. No, I don't. I really think it's gonna keep me in the bathroom all day. And I'm just about to be honest with y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know how long it's gonna keep me in the bathroom. But all the reports I've heard, people just said that the drink that you drink is nasty. But you gotta get it when you hit a certain age, so I guess I'm there now.
Wow, you must be young.
Make sure you read the paperwork from your doctor. It will, if you have the app, sometimes the letters come into your app, it'll come in the mail or or email, so somewhere digitally. Here's another tip.
Prep ahead of time so you don't be scrambling around the day of for your clear diet.
Today is the day. We are getting ready for the colonoscopy. Just make sure that you read the instructions that your doctor gives you and do exactly what they say. What we did was we pulled some of the information off of the form and posted it throughout the house, so we'll have some friendly reminders of what we have to do. Let me show you what my daughter typed up. Yeah, mom's butthole cleanser. Pretty interesting. So Shia decided that she's going to do the liquid diet with me. So she's going to eat her Jello, and I'm going to eat mine. And of course she can have the blue, I can have the orange. And we're going to do that. She's going to drink the liquids all day. She just won't take the pills or drink the stuff that I have to do. And my bidet is really going to love me today because it's going to be getting used all night.
Before that, I need to eat this pepperoni real quick.
Psych. What? You're going to eat a pepperoni?
Can I?
I thought you were going to be doing this with me.
Oops.
Oops. Also, within the letter that I received from my doctor, there was a video in there that showed me the procedure. You like that video? She watched it with me.
I sure did.
It was pretty helpful. It was a fun, looked like a cartoon type of tutorial.
Very informative.
Yes. So we really like that. But if they don't give you that video, you'll have our video to be able to go back and look at. I'm not going to show you the procedure. Here are some of the papers that my daughter was so helpful with hanging around the house so that we could be prepared for this. So this one she titled, go ahead and tell them what you titled it.
I titled it Mom's Butthole Cleanser.
The things that I am not supposed to eat, and let's quickly read through those.
Not supposed to eat solid food, milk, anything red, blue, or purple. Alcoholic beverages.
Oh, yeah, that was really sad when they said I couldn't have alcoholic beverages. But anywho, the things that I could eat was Jell-O, green and orange. Well, I put green and orange because I couldn't have the other colors. You got popsicles or freeze ice, but they had to be certain colors, and chicken broth. And the reason you couldn't have colors like red, blue, or purple is because when that passes through your colon, when they do the colonoscopy and they see that color in your colon, they're going to think that that's a polyp, which is something that they're going to have to test it for cancer. So to make sure you clear all of those out of your system, you are not supposed to eat anything that has red, blue, or purple, and it really helps them with the exam. So just be careful not to have anything red, blue, or purple. The reason why it's important for you to read the paperwork that you get from your doctor is because all I thought for the prep for the colonoscopy is to drink that liquid. That's all I thought was the big container of liquid. When you read the letter, it clearly tells you that 5 days, and this, like, it's not the same everywhere, but I just want to let you know what my letter said. 5 days before I was going to have the colonoscopy, I had to go to the pharmacy and purchase Docalox tablets and also gas tablets. So had I not read the paperwork that I got from my doctor, I would have just had the liquid and would not have known that I had to hurry up and run to the store and buy these tablets that was needed. So be sure to read the letters from your doctor. Clearly I spilled my Jell-O and stuff on me while I was eating it earlier, but I'll change my shirt by tonight. So now I'm about to do my 4 Docalox tablets, which are laxatives. Boy, what's this gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4. My stomach growling. Maybe it's gonna think that's food.
I'm shocked you could take pills back to back like that.
Those were tiny compared to the stuff I take for my heart. Those were easy.
Usually you have to wait 30 minutes or so.
Well, we'll see what happens when these kick in. It was time to drink this stuff. Yeah. See, this is how it looks in person. Well, some containers look like a regular jug, but this is what I had to do next. Mine was the lemon lime, so it almost tastes like plain water with just lemon and lime in it. At first when I tasted it, it wasn't the best taste in the world, but of course taking it every 15 minutes, I was all right. But taking that pill before I had to drink that liquid, and then 15 minutes after that liquid got in my system, I was too old. I kept telling myself, I am too old to be having mistakes, you know? So you have to make sure you are in your home comfortably so that if you have any type of accidents while drinking this stuff, you are near a toilet. All right, here's the stuff. I'm about to fill it up real quick so we can get started. Fill her up. I'm gonna fill it up to this line. Shake, 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 shake it off.
So that line is the marker line that my mom made.
So since everybody said that this stuff is nasty, I am put it in a pretty glass for everyone to see. And I already measured 8 ounces to make sure that I drink the right amount. So here we go. 6 o'clock.
Try not to breathe and drink it so you don't taste it.
This is a reminder. Physical therapy on my phone.
Sorry, our reminders are going off right now. Good job. First one down.
15 minutes. It is also a good idea to make sure you mix your liquids with the water.
That's why it's best to mix it about 5 to 10 minutes before you start drinking so it can dissolve.
And so that you'll have time once you start pouring, you can do it every 15 minutes. If you wait until the time you're supposed to start, you're going to be behind a little bit. One thing that I had that was pretty interesting during my colonoscopy prep was a what?
A Zoom meeting.
Oh my goodness. I had to be in a Zoom meeting. Now, you know you had those meetings for work. I had to be in one. And so to be in a Zoom meeting in the middle of drinking this medicine, because it was between 6 and 7 o'clock, and I had to drink it every 15 minutes, I had to have my camera off, and I had to have my mute button. And my daughter was very helpful to make sure I was able to be in that Zoom meeting. What did you do to make sure I was in that Zoom meeting?
I had to make sure you had your cup that you keep drinking that colon blow, also a stool for your feet to rest on, your table for your laptop to be on, and your sitting chair, which is the toilet, to sit on, because in Zooms you don't have to show your full body. You just see your face. Yes, she was sitting on the toilet discreetly in her Zoom meeting. Nothing's gonna stop her from this Zoom meeting.
No, and I cannot believe she had me set up like this.
And her laptop charger too.
I was really nervous about taking a shower because I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be difficult. But it was good. Everything was all right. Thought I was pretty much done using the bathroom before going to the
How
appointment.
many times did you go to the bathroom?
How many times? I did a tally mark. Now I'm going to see if anybody else want to do a tally mark. But I went to the bathroom. Take a guess. Put your guesses in the comment section. Okay, I'm going to tell you. I went 40 times. Yes, I went to the bathroom 40 times. That's why it's important that you are near a toilet when you have this done, because I went 40 times. I also have a bidet, which was very helpful too. But I bought a bidet years ago. And if you happen to have one, this is the perfect time that it's going to get used a lot. But yeah, 40 times I went, as we call it, number 2.
Today is the day. We are headed to the place to get my colonoscopy. Shia has been doing well with the liquid diet with me.
Yes.
I had to stop everything at 11, so I'm good. The only thing that concerns me, that makes me really nervous today, is the ride from the house to the office. How am I going to keep it together?
I could bring you a bag.
I'm thinking of a trash can, a bag, some hand sanitizer, some gloves.
Some toilet paper.
We got the things that we use for Lincoln's litter box.
Okay.
What else do we bring? We got it all?
Yeah.
Well, then, hey, worst case scenario, we can pull over. They got a whole bunch of grass between here and there. But, yeah. That's the only thing I'm a little nervous about, is the ride to the place. But we'll be back with you guys. You will see me getting ready. You got this, Mother? I'm excited. Am I? It's a good thing.
So one thing I wanted to say was thank you, daughter, for going through the liquid diet with me. And I felt bad because, of course, I had to go through this. So I had to not eat. I had to not do this, not do that. And I was pretty weak a little bit, but actually I felt a little better than I thought I would feel. I mean, of course, you get a little grumbling because you feel a little hungry. But no, being able to drink those liquids and eat the Jell-O and stuff, it was perfectly fine. We ended up having Jell-O left over. Just make sure you keep track of everything. She had notes all throughout the house, notes on the wall, notes everywhere, notes that said stop eating at this time, because before your procedure, you have to stop eating like 3 hours beforehand. You have to stop certain medications. You have to stop drinking certain things, probably, I think, everything before a certain time. And the reason they tell you all this, because again, they don't want anything to come up in that exam that shouldn't come up in that exam, and it can be just something that you ate. Also, I take warfarin, which is a blood thinner. I had to stop that a couple days, maybe 4 days before my procedure. So you have to make sure the doctors know what you are on, so then they can make sure they stop certain medications. I also have a pacemaker, so they had to know all of that. So there's a lot of things. And for ladies, if you're on your cycle, I know this may sound a little weird for some people to listen to, you just let the doctors know, because they will let you know what they're going to help you with, or they'll tell you what they could do to help you out, so then you're not nervous. The thing about, and the reason I mention that is because when you have these appointments set, you don't know what day they're going to set it on, or they're going to tell you 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now. And sometimes we know how our bodies work, and sometimes we don't. But if it happens to fall on that day, of course, we're not canceling certain things. Doctors say they have been prepared for everything. So just let them know ahead of time, and they'll be prepared for you. So daughter, since you did do this with me, How did you feel? I felt bad because I didn't want you to be like super hungry the next day. And I even told her, if you want to get up, fix yourself some breakfast, like bacon, eggs, and sausage and all that. I wouldn't be upset because she's not getting a colonoscopy. I am. What did you do?
I honestly felt great supporting you because I wasn't going to cook breakfast, bacon, eggs, and sausages and stuff, pancakes, and you smell that. I think that's totally unfair. We live together. Why would I do that to her? So I love to support you as much as I can.
Well, I am glad you did. Thank you for helping me.
No problem.
And I would not have been mad if you would have had that good food cooking in the kitchen.
I wouldn't want you to
smell
that.
I know. And I felt so bad because I'm hungry going to the thing. She's driving me there. And I'm sitting up here, my stomach growling, hers talking. They're having like an argument. And I'm thinking, at least sneak and eat a cracker. Did you sneak and eat anything?
I didn't sneak at all because I know God is watching me. But we did have something afterwards.
Okay,
together.
So we're going to get to that part. So let's see. 1 second. Now we're going to tell you what happened when we got to the doctor's office. My stool sample. I figured you needed it. I thought I would show you that. I said, I wonder what you would think if I said, I got you a stool sample.
Probably should send it to Dr. We'll send that right in.
Right.
I think that's hilarious.
It's so fun. Somebody gave me this years ago, and so I want to say it's been over 15 or 20 years I've had that, and never thought I would be able to show this to a doctor. So I got a stool sample for you.
Come full circle.
Yes. So when I talked to the nurse and I told her that I had a stool sample for her, she was a little shocked because she's like, a stool sample? We didn't ask you for a stool sample. So in the video, you cannot see the stool sample that I had for her. This is it, stool sample. And this is what I gave her. It's not really what you think it is. It is a stool. Ta-da! I had to make sure I had something funny, and this was a stool sample that I showed her. She thought it was pretty hilarious.
Gonna let everybody know, hey, y'all. You see, I'm ready. I'm in here. I'm about to get this thing done. I heard the hardest part was what I did yesterday and this morning. So right now, I am so not ready because it's an exit only, and they're gonna put something in there. So we'll see. I'll be done soon.
The nurse told me the medication that I would get before the surgery. And I'm like, so used to it. They're going to probably, hopefully, give me that laughing gas. That'd be that good stuff. But, you like that laughing gas?
I do.
You always want to get a tooth pulled or something? You ain't even had a tooth pulled, but you like that laughing gas.
Right.
Okay.
That's when I was little.
Man, that laughing gas is the bomb. So I'm like, they give me that. It's on and popping.
They
But
need
no.
to sell that at the store.
Stop it. The doctor told me, now of course we've been doing all this recording on and off, and as soon as my daughter paused the camera, the lady started talking and was like, okay, you're going to be getting fentanyl. I was like, I'm thinking about the guy from TikTok. Fentanyl. And Verse said, okay, I don't even know what that one is. All I know is when I heard fentanyl, I was ready to go. Nobody. And she was like, no. It's not the fentanyl, that the illegal fentanyl. And she just started going on to this. And I was just like, I heard about fentanyl.
So here's a tip. Set timers in your phone or through Alexa. We did both, and place notes around the house if you can.
Right, so here's another tip. Stay near your toilet. Remember, it's not gas. Another tip would be eat light 2 days beforehand, so then you don't have a lot of extra stuff coming out. So the staff was very nice. I barely could remember what happened. I know they said that after the procedure, you might not be able to remember stuff, and I thought that would be weird. And yeah, I don't really remember anything other than the conversation we had right before I woke up. And I told them as long as I didn't sell in my house or get rid of my child or anything, we good to go. But no, they said we really didn't have that type of conversation. But I hope you're enjoying this video.
I don't even remember putting this in.
You don't?
Oh,
I watched the whole thing.
where's the mirror? Where's the thing? Where is this?
So she's recovering now and she wanted me to record. Hello?
Huh?
I thought you wanted us to record.
Sleep. Did I sleep? Where's the sleep thing? Like, when do I get to go to sleep?
Right.
They were very friendly.
She said they were very friendly.
Very nice.
That's good. We like friendliness.
I was back there for how long?
I guess 15, 20 minutes.
Before I got back in here.
After. Yep, that's when they called me. You were just laid flat on the bed. I'm like,
It is weird that we just had a conversation.
Not too long ago.
And next thing you know, I woke up.
Right.
Nah.
We could finally eat and drink water and stuff. So you did it?
No.
So that's good.
I don't
She didn't feel the thing
like all I
going
did
in.
was lay down.
She felt like all she did was lay down and that's it. I don't know if they could hear you, so I'm repeating stuff.
If they don't know what.
Repeating stuff just in case they can't hear. After so many hours, I could feed you. We could finally eat.
I guess it's still under some drugs.
She's still under some drugs.
One of them is fentanyl.
One of them is fentanyl.
Boy, was I surprised when I heard about that.
She was surprised when she heard about that. I was too. And what is the other medication?
I don't remember the name.
I don't either, but it was something that makes her very tired, both of them together.
So I don't remember much. I just woke up.
She don't remember much, she just woke up.
Why are you repeating it? Am I not loud enough?
I don't think you're loud enough.
Oh.
It's just in case.
Gotcha. Well, thank you. We're getting prepared to go home. So
Yes.
Thanks for following us on our journey for my first colonoscopy, and I will tell you, just do it. It is not bad. It was very interesting and helpful. So I'll tell you guys more when we get home.
The medication, as it was wearing off, of course, you can see that I barely could remember anything. I was really happy when I got them graham crackers. It felt like, or it tastes like steak and eggs. And I also got my favorite apple juice. And my daughter was able to grab a snack as well. So, how did your snack feel? Was it like a steak and egg meal?
It was good.
Just
I was
crackers.
still willing to do that Jello diet some more if I needed to.
Still willing. We had Jello when we got home too.
Mm.
One thing you should do once you look through all your paperwork, it's best to know the pickup area. So at this point, I am completely, still under medication. So my daughter went to get the vehicle. Now, on our paperwork, it didn't say anything about pickup other than just make sure you have a driver. And so it didn't specifically say where to pick me up at. So while I'm sitting here at this door with the person that's taking me out, they're like, I don't know where your daughter is. And I'm like, she's probably at the front where she dropped me off at. Is there a different spot to pick me up at? And they was like, yeah, she's supposed to come over here. How was she supposed to know that? No one told us where she had to pick me up at. So she was all the way on the other side of the building. So I told them, well, she's probably on the other side of the building where she dropped me off at, because it was not in our paperwork for pickup. It didn't say anything specific. So just make sure you know where to get picked up from, because they had to push me in a wheelchair all the way around the building to the other side. But it was a nice day out, so it was cool. But yeah, how did you feel not knowing where to pick me up at, or when you thought you were in the right spot?
I felt very anxious because I'm like, I must be in the wrong spot, but there's no sign that says pick up colonoscopy people or anything. Like, it really should have been in the paper, so I wouldn't have had that oops, and they wouldn't have had to wheelchair out to Texas.
And I actually thought that it was interesting because the whole time I can remember, although I can't remember much, is I'm sitting in the wheelchair in the hallway, and I feel like there was other people sitting out there with me just drugged, and we just sitting there drugged next to each other.
Having no conversation.
No conversation. We quiet. I didn't even have my phone. I think my daughter had my phone, so that's why I couldn't call her and ask her where she was at. So I'm just sitting here with my bag of, I don't even know what I had in my hand. This is how crazy it was after everything. I was just like, I promise you, I felt like I was in some type of ward or something, because I'm sitting there like, I see people walking past me. I don't see my daughter. I'm like, is she coming back in to get me? They said she was going to get the car. Then somebody came and was like, I'm going to take you out to the car for your daughter. Thank you. And then we get out there and she's not there. I'm like, where's she supposed to be? They say right here. Yeah, she didn't know. So then I felt anxious because I'm like, where did she park? She's feeling anxious because she didn't know where she was supposed to park. But then after that, see guys, this is not the end. After that, I'm still under the drugs. That's why they want someone to drive you, because they are the ones that knows what's going on. We had to make a couple stops before we got home. And I'm going to let her tell you about some of the stops we made because I remember the locations.
So let's rewind back to the hospital before we left, before me and her got split up, so then I can go get the car. She still had on her hospital socks. And
I love the hospital socks. It's the socks. It's the socks that has the grippers under the bottom. Every time I go to the hospital, which I shouldn't be saying that like I go to the hospital a lot, but I got a heart condition, so I'm always there. So every time I go to the doctor or the hospital, they give you these footies because, you know, everybody's feet be cold. And they have the rubber grippers, and I like keeping them. They say you can have these. So, yeah.
correct. She kept her socks on, but before that, I was asking her so she can put on her original socks that went with her outfit. I asked her if she wanted to keep the socks on, and she said, yes, I love them. I said, okay. She has on flats, which are almost like church shoes to me. So those socks, tannish socks with grips, are on top, loosely across her shoes, not looking right. She said, okay, I like them. After the medicine wore off while we were in the car, she's asking, why am I still wearing these socks? I said, because you wanted to. I said that they didn't match and you wanted them. So she was confused about that too and forgot that she said that she wanted to wear those socks and they didn't even go with her outfit. But yeah, she loves to bring those socks at home, but not wear them out with her normal outfit. But yeah, so if we fast forward to our first stop, which was the bank. Mm-hmm. So we went to the bank. It was right around the corner. We got that. Next, she was hungry.
I don't even remember the bank. Like, I'm telling you, I'm so glad that I have a child that I can trust because she took all my money that day, but I was depositing a check. And I remember before we went to the appointment, she was like, well, you know your bank right next door. We figured, well, dang, let's just go ahead and deposit this check.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure, let's do it. I don't even remember going to the bank.
Well, honestly, we went to two banks on accident. So the first bank, it was two banks by each other, the same exact one. Not sure if we're saying the name of it, but yep, two of the banks. And I'm like, let me go to this one first. But it looks like it's a call center or just an office. We can't really drive through or go in because only employees should go in there. So my mom was like, oh, it's probably the other one. So it was the other one. So we did go to two banks on accident. So it was the other one. Then we ordered some food finally, even though I wasn't really hungry after this Jell-O diet. Went to Jimmy John's, got us a sub.
Yes.
No, when we walked into Jimmy John's, you looked down at your feet and asked me why were you still wearing them. And that's when I had to try to remind her that she wanted to wear the socks. So, yeah, that's when we noticed. Okay. Or you noticed.
And then by that time, we was already in the store.
We were already in the store.
I had these socks on. We're going to show y'all a picture.
Yes, because they were looking extra cute in their church shoes.
Whatever.
After that, we went straight home and relaxed. We wanted to watch a show, but she was too tired.
I was ready to watch that show, too.
3 times. And I said, let us just keep the show paused so you could just get some rest like you need to.
I barely remember that ride home. I remember turning a corner, and that was it. Other than that, I guess we held a conversation all the way till I got home, right?
We did. I just forgot the conversation because we were talking about so many different things, and then some stuff you didn't remember about the hospital that we talked about already. So we possibly still talked about the hospital, and you were recording too.
A lot of that medication, it was still in the system, in my body, so that's why it's always good, like they say, to make sure you have somebody drive you home. Do not try to drive home by yourself.
That would be illegal if you do that because you're under the influence.
Deadly too, because you could crash. I promise you, you could crash. And if you think you could do it, don't even try it. That medication has you out. I was in and out all the ride home. So I am so glad she was driving.
And I honestly felt bad she was under that type of medication because we don't know.
Although, that was some good medication. That was almost better than that gas.
Really?
Oh, good gracious.
So
yes.
They should sell fentanol at
the
store.
Stop it. So to get a ride home, you should not use a taxi, a Uber, or a Lyft. You should have someone that you trust family member or friend bring you home
with the driver's license valid.
Yes. And I say this, we say this because you are under that medication. We do not want anything to happen to you. And I even recorded myself coming home, and I don't even remember recording myself coming home. You'll see that video.
Well, I'm done and just drowsy, and got my ride home. It wasn't bad. So if you ever have to have a colonoscopy done, just get it done. The worst part is prepping with all the drinks. But other than that, got in there, had a very nice group of people to help, was sedated. Only thing I remember is turn over on your side. Next thing you know, I don't know, I guess I was in a different room. But honestly, even the entrance that they entered, I don't even feel like they were there. So they did a very good job. This is good. Get your colon checked.
So we went to go get Jimmy John's after the procedure, and she wanted to watch Manifest while we watched the show. Before the show started, I was talking to her. She fell asleep 4 times. During the show, she fell asleep 2 times. I said, let me pause this so then we can watch it after these drugs are out of your system that the doctors gave you. Let's go see how she looks now. Linker's been supportive too. Look at him. Miss his mustard. How are you doing?
I'm just tired.
Were you able to watch that show, Manifest?
No, I kept dozing off.
Wow. You should really get some rest.
Trying.
But I'm bothering right now. Sorry.
Oh.
But yeah, this is how she looks.
So
Tired.
make sure you do not go to work the same day that you have that done. You should definitely have the rest of that day off. I'm not for sure if they will allow you to get the day off afterwards, but definitely after the procedure, even if it's done earlier in the day, you should be able to stay at home. And I think they even recommend that you keep that day off. So overall, prepping for the colonoscopy was not that bad. That was actually the hardest part for all of it, because the actual procedure, I don't even remember it. And it wasn't bad. So if you're nervous about having this done, you'll be fine. You get your medicine, you look at your paperwork. I think it'll be okay.
I think they told me it takes 30 minutes. I set a 30-minute timer. I came back in 15 minutes. They only took 15 minutes with my mom.
That's because my colon's small.
Very small and clean, ain't it? You did good prep work.
I did good prep, made sure all that stuff was clean. It wasn't that hard, and I was nervous for no reason. My friends that I helped out, I didn't know that they had to go through taking other pills and stuff, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. It was pretty easy to do the prep. Just drinking the liquid every 15 minutes was not bad. Just stay by a toilet. Make sure you have some soft tissue and tons of hand soap, because you're going to always be washing your hands. And I went 40 times. So if you have a colonoscopy and this video helped you, please say something in the comments and tell us how many times you went to the bathroom. Okay?
It's better safe than sorry, so please get your colon blowed.
Please get your colon checked. Have a colonoscopy. It's just a little bitty tiny camera that they're going to put in your behind.
And you won't be able to feel it because you're sedated with fentanyl.
Everybody's probably not going to get fentanyl. Now you're going to have people excited that they might get fentanyl.
So what other medications would they do?
I don't know. They might give them morphine. I don't know.
I thought they'd only do 2 medications.
I don't know what they give you, but I'd have took the laughing gas in a minute.
If they give my mom fentanyl and she take all this heart medication, I'm sure they would give y'all fentanyl too.
It ain't fentanyl, and I mean you shouldn't be promoting fentanyl.
I'm not promoting, but you said it's better.
We're ending this video. Thank you for watching. Again, I am Kenya.
And I'm Shia.
And subscribe to our video.
And make sure you turn on those post notifications so you know the next time we post. Peace.
Yeah.